So it's now my honor and privilege to provide some opening remarks for the dedication of the Wolford Family Athletic Center. And recognize as we do this, Bucky Wolford, who made a lasting impression in everything he did. To me, Bucky really defines what it means to be a Mock. The Wolford Family Athletic Center stands in lasting memory of Bucky, who came here in 1965 on a football scholarship. He played on Chamberlain Field and used the athletic facilities in McClellan Gym. Football also led him to finding the love of his life, Diane Kilgore, and we will hear from Diane in just a few moments. Diane, Clint, Chad, on behalf of your university family, let me say thank you to the Wolford family for your lasting support of UTC. Thank you. Bucky believed that leaders strive for excellence. He wanted to be the best, and he wanted to bring out the best in everything he did, whether it was football, business, UC Foundation, or UTC. Indeed, Bucky's most impactful contribution may have been the high bar that he set. He expected excellence and continued improvement from himself, but from everyone that he worked with. He expected 100% effort and no excuses. All of us who worked with Bucky benefited from his high expectations. We lost him in 2017, but I still feel the warmth of his smile, hear the sound of his laugh, and benefit from his push to excel. He did push all of us around him to do our very best. His spirit is here with us today. And the UC Foundation exists thanks to the hard work of Bucky as a UT trustee, part of the University of Tennessee System Board of Trustees. He worked with UT President Joe DiPietro and our local legislative delegation to establish the framework for the relationship with University of Tennessee and the University of Chattanooga Foundation. The Wolford Family Athletic Center serves as a front porch that supports the recruitment, retention, and performance of our student athletes at the level that they deserve. It's also a place where we can connect with our community for events like this. Rusty Wright, our head football coach and alum who also played football here at UTC, understands how this facility is a game changer for our university. We now have the best athletic training facilities at our level of competition in the FCS. People with great integrity and a drive to excel have been the underpinning of athletics at UTC. People like Bucky. Drive and determination delineate success from failure. Drive and determination, that was what personified A.C. Scrappy Moore, our longtime football coach, who was also recruited and coached Bucky. I want to thank John Thunder Thornton and his wife Eileen for their support. Thunder helped lead the campaign to raise funds for the Wolford Family Athletic Center. Thank you. We appreciate all your hard work and the passion. Today we honored a storied past that will lead to greater achievements in the future. And to all who helped make Bucky's dream a reality, we say thank you. A special shout out to Diane, Chad, and Clint and their families. Thank you for believing in UTC. Major donors are named in the handout that we have. And there were many people who gave to this facility to help us make it a reality. And we thank you all. This is just incredible to be here and see it. It's been a long time in coming. We were dreaming of this in 2013 when I came as chancellor. So today is really special, and to have it in the name of the Wolford family makes it even more so. To our community, come on campus, take a tour, kick our tires. There's a lot going on at UTC that makes Chattanooga the best place and UTC the best partner. So thank you very much. now my pleasure to introduce the Vice Chancellor and Athletic Director, Mark Wharton. Mark.
Before I get started, you meet a lot of donors, and about a week, 10 days ago, I was with a former football player that played roughly 2010 to 2014, and talking about this center, and he said when he came on his recruiting visit that the coach at the time had a backhoe with caution tape over in the blood insurance lot and said, we're going to break ground any day now. And so, what a great day. I do want to thank, when I got the job in 2017, talking to Dr. Angle on my interview and then the first several months, he said it was his priority to be able to get this building moving and going. We had renditions. Tell the story, I was cleaning my office out about May of this year. That was stuff from previous athletic directors, and it was iteration after iteration of what this building is. One time it was over here in the blood assurance lot, and it was back behind us, but he deserves a lot of credit for kickstarting this and getting Thunder involved and several other people, but I just want to say thank you. Like Dr. Engel said, many people in this room donated to make this thing happen. If you could take the opportunity to stand up and let us give you a round of applause, the donors to this building. I see a lot of you just not. You all have made this incredible space possible, and we're here today because of you. As the Chancellor had said, Bucky, 69 alum from our campus, when it was still the University of Chattanooga. He was a star football player. Many people passed the mural. If you take a minute to read kind of his bio, it's very, very impressive. Still holds a lot of records today from his football playing days. We lost Bucky in 2017, but his legacy remains and is carried out through his family and friends. Several members of the Wolford family are here today, and I asked them to stand and be recognized. Can the family stand up? It's my pleasure to introduce Diane Wolford. She's going to say a few words and then follow that by Thunder Thornton. Diane.
Thank you all for being here and for celebrating with us Bucky's dream come true. It's been a long time coming, but it's certainly been worth the wait, all because of so many people. This beautiful building has happened. I know Bucky would be honored and very proud to know that this building has been named in his honor. I hope it will become a place that the students will be proud of, take pride in, that the athletic department and the coaches will all benefit in their recruiting and competing in the Southern Conference with the other schools. I recently had the privilege of being here on July the 17th when Rusty brought the football team in for the very first time to see their new facility. I can tell you to see the surprise and all the excitement on the kids' faces was a very, very special time. Let's all join them in their excitement and continue to support them. Thank you. Go Mocs!
Great crowd. This is super. A lot of people love Bucky and the whole Wolford family that are here today. And I'm thrilled to be here to honor a great family. Diane Clint, Chad, wonderful group, and all these terrific-looking grandchildren, too. So I know that Bucky would be so proud to, and he is proud. He's up there looking down on us right now to have all of you here celebrating this event. There's a part of Bucky in every single one of you grandchildren and children, and that's great fortune for you. Today, we're dedicating this building to the Wolford family and to my dearest friend, Bucky. You know, Bucky, as many of you know, you may have competed against him on the practice field out there when he was playing defensive back. If you were a running back, I feel sorry for you because he was one tough guy. And when he played defensive back, well, that's when he did play defensive back, but when he played running back, if you were a defensive back or a linebacker, I would have felt sorry for you as well. He's one of the toughest guys I've ever known in my life. And not just on the field. The other guys' lawyers could tell you, too, that he was really tough. So he was great in the boardroom and great negotiator and a wonderful fellow all the way around. You know, I want to touch on one word just briefly, if I can, for a little bit, about dedication. And dedication is needed to keep your dreams alive. To achieve anything at all, I think, in life, whether you're a competitor on the court, in the football field, wherever, in business, it requires faith. And a fundamental is it requires belief in yourself. It also requires vision, hard work, determination, perseverance. Bucky Wolford was a living, breathing embodiment of those qualities. Believing in yourself, that's what makes all things possible. Dedication, it's necessary to follow your dreams and make a difference in the world to people around you. It's dedication that will make the difference for every single student athlete that walks through these doors. Now, Mark Wharton will tell you, and others will too, your head coach of you student athletes, stand up, student athletes, whoever's in the room, and many of you are already standing, but and I think most of them are, but thank you all for your commitment and for your own dedication. This is a big-time program here at UTC. Look at the hundreds of millions of dollars we have, not just in athletic facilities, at all the facilities here at UTC that Randy and the system has been so gracious to contribute and approve, and many donors have also added in on it. It's a big-time program. Now, when you sign up with your head coach, you student athletes, you've got to give that dedication. Or you could be like me without any athletic propensity to succeed at anything and go to a Division III school and chase things other than footballs and tennis balls and things like that. But yeah, I got dedication after I left college. It was just a little late. But Bucky didn't. He got it here from 65 to 69. And for those of you on a personal note, he told me this. The first night he ever spent in an indoor facility with indoor plumbing was on his recruiting visit here in 1965. He came from the coal mines in Kimberly, Alabama, to success. He was a mathematical genius in my book. He was so good. He could outread any attorney I've ever seen in contracts. He was great. We hunted and fished all over the world together. It was great fun. And an accomplished hunter he was. He had 2 grand slams of North American sheep, and he was killing sheep in Asia and other places and just doing a heck of a job. He was one of the elite hunters in this world. Great guy. But he did that with dedication. Bucky could relate to a CEO of a 100 company. He could relate to a Midwestern farmer. Bucky Wolford could relate to miners from the small towns in Alabama, and he could relate to those small town mayors that are dotted all over the United States, where he went in and talked with them and built malls, giant malls, Big retail centers, big box centers, enormously successful in his business. I'm going to share with you one of the secrets to Bucky's success. And you're going to see it with your own eyes going down these steps to my left here in just a few minutes. You don't need to look any further than the portrait that you're going to see of Bucky. And that smile. It was perfect, Diane. It was just great. And that's why so many of us love him. As tough a guy as he was, and a great competitor that he was, he had that smile that brought everybody together. I miss him. Thank you all for being here, and for everybody that donated to this great building.
Before we move to the atrium for the official ribbon cutting ceremony, I want to thank some people. First and foremost, the day-to-day for this project was Jay Blackman. He worked with campus, and Danny West and his crew couldn't be here today. He had a family health issue, so he's in North Carolina. I also like to thank UTC Facilities, Danny West's crew. Where's Danny? Back here in the room. Thank you for all you did, and Sarah. DHW Architects, are they here? Is Ray Boaz? I'd like to thank them. Hoare Construction, who obviously has done a lot on this campus, but they were so great to work with, and everybody else involved in this facility. Our campus and student athletes deserve this space like this, and as the speakers have said, this is a game changer. This is something that separates us from most FBS or FCS programs, and when you see it today, which I'll get into that, you'll see that it's an impressive facility. What you will see today, I know some of you have seen it or have seen what we done inside the facility on the first floor, brand new men's and women's basketball locker rooms, additional equipment space, a state-of-the-art athletic training area, which you need to look at the hot and cold tubs. There's a treadmill in one of them. It's pretty nice. Doctor's office that we work with Erlanger to bring doctors here to see our student athletes, mental health specialist room, physical therapy room, coach's locker room with a new film room. On the second floor is football coaches' offices, individual team meeting rooms for our football players before and for many years that this building's been open. The offices that are upstairs were the coaches. That's where they all piled in, and you had offensive linemen sitting in the hallway. They all have that space now, which is extremely important. And then this building itself, obviously this wonderful space. Underneath us is a 150-seat team meeting room. It's all logoed out. It looks really nice. Make sure you look at all the things on the wall. Our coaches' offices, Rusty Wright's palatial head coach's office with his bathroom that I don't have. And then when you walk from downstairs where the equipment room is, you go into a nutrition station, which is for all our student athletes. It's connected to our academic space, and then walking into the football locker room and lounge area. So after the ribbon cutting, you can go. We have student athletes and some of our staff in each of those areas to be able to talk through any questions you might have. But again, take the time to see it. It's pretty special. Now we'd like to move to the atrium. We'll take time, and Laura's going to tell us this downstairs atrium. Just thank you, and as we talked about, what a great day to be a Mock. Thank you so much.